Well, hello everyone, and welcome back. It's the Summit 3 China qualifier. We are in Phase 2 action, and we're back in the upper bracket, and what we may say is now the official winner bracket final, as it's going to be LGD Gaming taking on EHOME. And I'm going to be KotLGuy bringing you the coverage. Not going alone, though. I got a good buddy and a new friend joining me remotely. I got Puppey from Team Secret, the drafter and captain, by my side again. So I guess the first time was not a fluke. What's up, friend? Welcome back. How you doing?
First time was not a fluke?
Yeah, you know, I thought maybe you were just like, oh, I'll try casting with this KotLGuy. Okay, it was terrible. I'm never going to come back again. But you're back again.
Nah, man.
Must have not been too terrible.
It's pretty much like I said before, yesterday or whenever it was, 2 days ago maybe. A lot of free time. Gotta use it.
Gotta use it. I like that, man. Gotta give back. Gotta give back to everyone. So we're happy about that. We're happy to have you back. Did you see the last series? It was quite the upset. Hyperglory team took down IG. What'd you think?
Yeah, I think after IG lost the way they lost against EHOME, they don't feel the same. So I guess this demoralizing factor has just been... It was there, though. You could see it, that they were not really playing the same way they were usually playing.
It was crazy. Many hats, many Bugattis and baguettes were probably won, as it was like 80-20 going into that. And I knew Hyperglory team had pulled out some sneaky upsets, and when you get hit that hard, I mean, game one was pretty one-sided, and maybe they just couldn't recover. And, well, here we are. We're not going to be seeing Chuan at the Summit House this time, it looks like. And, well, as we go up to this side, though, EHOME, LGD, it's LGD who are the favorites. It's about 60-40. I think that's about fair, though it was EHOME that did upset. And they took down IG in the first place into that lower bracket. Do you think that's about right?
I would say more of a 50-50.
50-50? Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
I like that. You were right on with the answer. I didn't even have to ask you. You just knew. 50-50. That's what I think. And I agree with you. I think we could see that, as LGD have been pretty uniform with how they like to play on the back of Sylar with a strong carry. But EHOME, you know, these are a group of like ragtag old timers, and they're not afraid to like do something a bit spicy, and they could do something that could catch LGD off guard. So we'll have to see if they're going to do it here. Let's talk about the actual draft, though. So we got to get a ban out on Sniper and Troll.
Let's go.
No one wants any of that crap. We don't want to see them, so they got to go. And respect ban, of course, towards the Storm Spirit. Get him out of there. Viper's gone as well. He's a disgusting hero. Jug eliminated. Tidehunter band is a bit peculiar because no one really seems to kind of fall back on Tidehunter much anymore. You know, we might see a Clockwork.
Well, they're kind of correctly banning against RT in this case.
Ah,
like when we talked about the last game we played, I casted with you, I mean. EHOME against IG, when they banned out a certain amount of heroes and they had Shadow Fiend in their team, then the choices were either Darkseer Shadow Fiend or Tidehunter Shadow Fiend combination, and they just don't want to play against the Tidehunter, I guess.
That Darkseer was really good in that series, so I wonder if it's something EHOME could consider again. I wasn't sure how it was going to work out in the lane, but he somehow managed to find the placement with those walls, and it really caught off IG off guard, it felt like. So we'll see if it's something they fall back for again. Or it could be this. I don't know yet if this is a 4 position or whatever, a support Phoenix, or if this is an off-lane Phoenix. But they do get it here and now. And, I mean, do you have any sort of early inkling as far as this is going to be an ROTK Phoenix? I really haven't personally seen him play the hero a whole lot. But, you know, in his pubs, in his scrims, it's really hard to say whether or not it's something they've been kind of rolling with here.
I guess the question is going to connect it to whether what picks are going to come from LGD and if they are going to be aggressive. Right now they kind of look aggressive, maybe, but AA is kind of like banned right now, so I'm not really sure if they want to put this Morphling into a tri-lane on you know, LGD's side. So I'm not really sure, because Phoenix itself is not a really good offlaner. I wouldn't say he's good at all. And he's pretty fine as a support if you have heroes that can do a lot of long-range nukes and just long-range, like,
5 seconds
stuns or whatever, or just annoy people pretty much, so Phoenix can have a lot of room to do stuff.
Reserve time.
We're gonna have to see how they're gonna go, because right now I see no supports from LGD Gaming. And when you see no support, of course Lina can be a support, of course Morphling can be a support. So you don't really know right now what the plan is.
Yeah, the support lane is something that more teams are dabbling with a bit. I think I even said that same word last time we talked about it, but LGD is one of those teams that, you know, it's Sylar after all, and he can play a pretty solid, just standard, more carry agility Morphling if need be. So I expect that seems to be the case, plus he does hit pretty freaking fast and could crack that supernova egg in a hurry. And that is the one thing I worry about when you roll with the more support Phoenix. He can be a bit starved for the XP, and then you can't get that Phoenix egg leveled up as fast. And unless you're in a good position, it could be easy to break down. And, well, it is looking like, Puppey, that this could be an off-lane Phoenix, because that is the Lanham Shadow Shaman. You know, one of the few players who still likes to go to the Shadow Shaman when can. And with Vengeful Spirit already being out there, it's looking like it might be an ROTK Phoenix, so possibly something they roll with.
I mean, it's a nice way. It is a nice way to pick up when you have Phoenix as a not so strong offlaner, but you have to like send heroes there to deal with him, as in a tri-lane or a double lane or a better 1v1 laner, which is already pretty hard for them because they have Lina, Morphling, Batrider. So either they put Batrider there, but Phoenix won't care that much to think about Batrider. So the case is that if you pick like these Vengeful Spirits and Shadow Shamans, which are quite level-dependent heroes, and they scale so well into the late game, you make yourself stronger if you have a very good like easy lane, and you just demolish from there and the aspects. And just Phoenix comes back into the game because you got these two supports that do a lot in the late game.
Yeah, they certainly do. Now, LGD do respond. They pick up the Rubik, which there's plenty of options out there for your Rubik. A nice little handy magic missile, even Icarus Dive. Shadow Shaman offers plenty for him to kind of make use with. Makes good setup. You know, he's kind of like your poor man's Yules if you want to put it together with, let's say, like a Lina Stun. That could work out pretty nicely as well, so can't hate on that too much. And we're going to be looking at the final grab here from both sides. I anticipate this is going to be EHOME's more late-game core farming for ZYF. And what was he playing last time? It was really impressive. Actually, I think I do have it right over here. He played...
You mean Juggernaut?
Yeah, it was the Jug. Man, that was ridiculous. Yeah, that was so good. And he's also shown that he has the capability of, you know, pulling out, let's see, I got it right here. Yeah, he had the Jug. Before that, we saw him play the Morphling in a more core position.
Yep.
And also he's played a safe lane farming Centaur, funny enough. And even a Luna. So he's got a pretty deep hero pool. And, oh, I look over the screen, he has a Luna all of a sudden.
And the Luna comes out.
Wow. Okay. So we don't get to see her anymore. Puppey, why don't we see this hero as much anymore? I mean, she's got the capability, good push power, you know, definitely can isolate and catch up some quick fix with Eclipse, but why is it, or is it coming back now? Is that what it is?
Not necessarily. She was always there as a last pick, you could say, but like, all these heroes that are in the pool right now can demolish her solo even. Sniper, Troll, Warlord. Storm can annoy Luna a lot on the map because she has to pop her BKB to run away. Juggernaut can just easily just kill her, and Slog. The timings of Luna are so different from the timings of all the other new paced, fast killing heroes right now that we have in the pool. Especially like Shadow Fiend that can just use and destroy her if she does not have BKB, or you just make her to force the BKB. So it's pretty much like if Luna does not get this good lane and pretty much like rolling going on where she gets to farm, and which she has like woods for her to like farm ancients or something like that. If she like gets killed somewhere and something gets blocked or something like that, it already is very hard for her to come back into the game because she needs like 4 items in order to actually be good.
I mean, you can almost kind of say the same thing about the late game Morphling too. They kind of need all those items together, and then they can really be a big factor.
That's Fling's game also. It's a support Lina.
Okay. Yep. So that confirms we got a support Lina here working with as they grab up the brew there at the end. And yeah, I agree with you as far as Luna goes. You know, when the stars align and we get rid of all those kind of this new era of Troll, Sniper, Jug, she can really still pull out some of the stuff we used to see from the golden days of Luna. So we'll see how it's going to be here in the hands of ZYF. And Yeah, the brew grab here. So what's the significance to picking up a brew here in this kind of matchup?
I'm looking at this game right now, and I see LGD's heroes are completely dominating everybody on EHOME. Mostly on the main lanes, not the off lanes. But I see if the Brewmaster will go middle, or even if the Smurfling will go middle, the Lina and Rubik can do whatever they want. This Phoenix cannot survive a Lina Morphling Rubik lane. There's no way. There's absolutely no way it can survive. So that's already like almost a dead lane. You have a Brewmaster middle against Shadow Fiend, which is an okay lane too. But you got this Lina with Rubik that can roam around any second, buying a smoke already on Lina. And Rasta with Venge are not even good enough to stop like these ganks from happening. They can stop the smoke somehow from happening, but Rubik can catch off Shadow Fiend in almost any position. So it's gonna be really hard for them to keep their heroes alive on their lanes, because Morphling itself is like one of the best heroes on easy lane if you leave him against the solo, because it will always deny all the creeps in front of your face. You can't really do anything about it.
Yeah, so we're anticipating probably LGD to be pretty aggressive early on and take advantage of the fact that their matchup seems to be a lot better at that point in the game, and we'll see if that's going to be the case. ROTK's sneaking in. He does get a nice little ward out to get him a little bit of that side vision in case those supports do consider trying to catch him off guard, but I agree with you. He's going to be in for a long day in this off lane if he does go against this tri-lane matchup. Even a quick Icarus dive could be thwarted just like that from a little quick telekinesis grab. So before action does break out.
That ward is good though.
It is a good ward.
That ward is good.
Because
they will see the smoke rotations like preemptively already. So that is one important ward in this game.
He got it down pretty fast as well, and they did put down their own ward in the lane, and he'll need every little scrap he can get in this lane. So we'll see if he's going to have to play super passive here and kind of sacrifice a lot of the early farm and XP and not allow LGD to kind of get the early initiative. But regardless, we're expecting Sylar to get a lot of free farm and free time on his Morphling and even some quick denies. So let's do our introductions here, Puppey. I'll lead in with LGD Radiant side. Up on the top lane here, we got Yao, who's going to be playing your off lane. Bat Rider, mid lane, maybe. He's going to be playing your Brewmaster along the bottom. Zhao Wei. They also call him the Director. He's playing your Lina. And we got MMY, also known as X. He's going to be playing your support Rubik, and that will leave none other than Sylar to fall. He's going to be playing your Morphling. And Puppey, and I know there's a lot of trades, though, happening here in the top lane. Yeah, they're able to bully back
nothing
Yao.
Serious. Just holding everybody down to 0 XP.
Why don't you do me the honors in introducing EHOME, the team that did upset IG and knock them down to the lower bracket?
Here we have EHOME RTK on the Phoenix. We got Inflame on Shadow Fiend middle, going up against Mavis LGD Panda, who has a lot of trouble right now.
Ooh.
But yeah, that was intense. And then we have DDC on Vengeful Spirit, Lanem on the Rasta, and Luna on CYF.
Wonderfully done.
Or if you would call him Ziff or something.
Ziff? Fairies? Ziff? Remember? I heard that the first character, it means fairies, apparently. People were like tweeting me all about it, what it actually means, and I mean, I'm trying my best, but we're just going to stick with ZYF is what seems to be working there. But sure enough, you know, he's been putting in a lot of work.
ZYF, EHOME, EHOME.
IG, ROTK, YMCA, you know, it's all...
you know.
It's all the same. It's all the same.
The classic.
Just change your name to PPY. We'll be good.
Yeah, PPY and PPD and everything, man.
Alright, so let's see here. We're only about 2 minutes in. No surprise, Sylar's already way out in front, or pretty far ahead with his CS at 9 and 4, as he's also putting those denies in there. ROTK thinks he can kind of sneak over and maybe sneak in a rune, but uh-oh, MMY, he's got a haste rune. It's S4's birthday, so he gets the traditional S4 rune right there. Is it really S4's birthday? I saw your tweet.
It's not.
It's not? Okay. I was like, is it really, though? Okay, well, shout out to S4
it's
regardless.
It's just what Zai tweeted last time we played or something like that.
Oh.
I just felt like... Oh, Lord, that's a dead...
Yeah,
no,
they're turning it back on the maybe. He just needs to
hardcore.
snipe him, but he doesn't have the mana for the raise.
He has the bottle up.
He got zapped.
Wow.
Lanham comes out of nowhere, hits him with an ether shock, and it's going to be EHOME who do strike first, and they get a sweet little first blood onto their Rasta. All right.
Yeah. Well, that was a little bit weird because there was no necessity to actually go on this hero, the Shadow Fiend, that is.
Maybe it was just,
but I guess they were very annoyed that they didn't get the Phoenix.
Yeah, maybe they're just like pressured. Like, we got this great haste rune, and we couldn't grab ROTK. Let's try to make something out of it. And they went mid, and we're not anticipating all those supports to be there. MY's persistent though, Puppey. He is smoked up now. He's like, I'm gonna get that frickin' Phoenix. He's heading down there for it. ROTK better watch out.
If will give him the vision, then he will pull him up, pull him down. That is.
Okay. Okay. He's moving. Will he get it? Oh god. Nope. No. See you later. Icarus dive.
Walk was running out, I think. I didn't take a look. But Lanham has like level 2, but already 1 gold. It's like,
is he gonna rush our blink?
Pretty good.
Top tower is under attack.
Nah, I don't think so. That'd be a little bit weird.
Be a bit greedy.
Even if he would have this blink, there would be nothing to do with it.
Arcane boots.
I think they're gonna start to push top lane.
Yeah, I mean they have this kind of advantage. Why not, right? As it looks like Batrider's already getting involved mid lane, actually. As they get a little bit of a slow here onto Inflame.
Inflame would like noob right now this Batrider twice or something like that. That would be really good because... I mean, that would already be sad for him because he can't use nukes on the lane, but that would stop push top lane completely. But I don't know if the Batrider wants some last hits middle.
Well, their top is being pressured pretty hard here, and MMY is going to... I look like head that way, but they might end up just sacking the tower.
They don't care about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shadowfiend will feel good thinking like they're gonna go there top. Some comfortable move to gank middle.
Who sees a Batrider really gank this early? They move in, they get the lift, and Inflame should go down here. One more smack right there from the stick of Baby's Brewmaster gets the kill. And suddenly we're all evened up. They got that tier 1 top lane, and they're pushing.
They can keep pressuring though.
Not looking to stop this. They're just going to keep on moving through. In fact, they just dished out an early Ether Shock just to bring that down. I hate calling it Ether Shock. I'm just so used to calling it Forked Lightning.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Forked Lightning.
Isn't that what it was called back in D1?
Yeah, it was.
Okay, yeah, that's weird to me. Like, and then Lothar's too. I mean,
I really want to say Ether Shock or something.
Yeah. Oh well. Yeah, Ether Shock.
Wouldn't it have to be Ether, to be honest?
Ether, Basil. Come on, I don't know. The
Basil.
Lightning. The basil. Dude, Gordon Ramsay says basil, and that guy can cook, so he can't really be wrong. But then again, no one really says that word, so whatever. Anyways, they do get that tier 1, so they get a little bit of an extra economy boost from it. And they're still pressuring this mid lane quite a bit, but because there's been so much support movement early on, it hasn't been too terrible for ROTK. He's been able to kind of be in the area. He's got up to level 3, and he's managed to put on some Tranquil boots, so it's not been all bad for them. You know, so they're able to get a lot. Plus, he's
definitely
the tower.
Better than he expected.
Yeah, he's very happy. He might be able to get this rune here. It's going to pop up a few seconds time. Zhao Weight's on the scene. He would hope to contest, but ROTK keeps him in check, and it's another haste rune that's going to be popping up here, and he's going to save it out for Inflame. It looks like. Nice. But
well, this is a very solid game for Luna. I understand that the Morphling is getting a lot of farm, but this is exactly the game you want to play. Playing Luna. At some point, you're gonna have some 4 stacks on the Ancients. You farm that. You go Roshan, so on and so forth. Hopefully, the Batrider won't have Blink Dagger when all of this starts happening, but I can see that you will have it quite fast.
He's got a ridiculous stack here.
Yeah,
if you're an LGD fan or you bet on LGD, you're hoping he has the Blink Dagger to contest. So
this Blink Dagger is gonna like minute maybe 8 or 9,
which isn't too bad considering he got pulled away from the lane.
RTK.
But yeah, they're making it go. RTK is able to get off the Icarus dive to the low ground. He's going to be able to fly away with about 60 life. Hit pretty hard right there, but even the lockdown between both MMY's Rubik and Zhao Weight's Lina is just not enough to get the bird. And he's going to head back to base and heal on up. He is almost level 4, so needs a little bit more time before he gets that Supernova online and ready to go. But there's potential there to make good use out of it. And yeah, as you said, so far EHOME, they're kind of moving along that checklist as far as getting Luna her farm, and then they can build up the ancient stacks for her. And I mean, she already has the little potato hellbear creep over here on it, and then they could just easily move into a Roche. I mean, with the help of the wards from Planum and his Shadow Shaman, it makes it that much easier. But
they're gonna check the stacks for the Batrider.
Okay, they know he's in the area, and oh, Yao spots it. Convenient timing for him. He just heads right back to the low ground to get away.
They're gonna block it.
Aha, nice little odds right there. No more big camp for him. but he's actually already
give some space to ROTA to get his level 5, 6. That's these rotations are good enough to actually do something in the game, while Luna is actually free farming, so they're not losing much besides the mid lane.
Luna is at the top right now, 51-15 CS. On the other side, you have Sylar, who is at 51-20. But here's a smoke gate coming out of the top. No blink dagger yet, but he wants to get something happening. Yeah, he flies right up and over. He can't even lasso the Luna, but they don't even need it. They just easily lift her up, throw her back into the arms of Maybe, and they get the kill. So that's what we call the caster curse, Puppey. When you start talking up someone and then they just die like that, you blew it. So she goes down.
Yeah.
Now they move on to the tower.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Platinum is not level 6 yet, so it's kind of sad they're going to come in middle right now, but he will get this after the creep, right? No, he will get it.
Is under attack.
Still splitting it there between him and Inflame. He needs a bit more time before he'll get it, but they are going to lose their tier 1 top lane in exchange. So LGD do come back pretty good. They take down that Luna. They get their tower. Meanwhile, there's still stacks building up now. They got 3 stacks now in this ancient camp here for EHOME for this Luna to come back with. Should need a little bit more time before it becomes a bit more easier to do. Mid lane, yeah, they jump in and they just quickly annihilate the 2 EHOME members. They are able to get the tier 1, but they don't get to walk away with their lives. Nice quick rotation in. They get the job done. And Sylar gets a kill too.
Well, that was a little bit unnecessary, but yeah, Dota is like that. Lanham would have had like 30 experience more. This tower would be dead to rust the walls, and none of this would have happened. That's how it goes.
That's how it goes when you don't have that little bit of extra XP from a creep or two, and you don't get the luxury of having the wards to make this job a lot easier. Now you pay with your life. Over on the other side, though, ROTK, he's getting pretty dang close to his supernova, but we'll check out mid lane here. Luna's got her Eclipse, of course, at the ready. Has yet to use it, but they're making a move on Inflame. Diving on forward, splitting out the bears, and they take him down. There's the Eclipse, but they just cyclone her up immediately, and now they're waiting for her to come down so they can get her. There's going to be the rock connection. ROTK looking to get involved. He's going to get thrown up in the air next. Luna should go down here and will go down. It's a dominating streak for Maybe. There's going to be the lasso, grabbing on the DDC. Vengeful Spirit able to get off a magic missile on the Maybe as he makes the walk away. Nice stun connection onto Lanham. There's a supernova egg, but they're going to start focusing it, and there's the kill. The swap back not going to be enough there from DDC. Now Maybe smacks down Lanham. Oh, he's going to get caught right there from DDC and his right click, but they quickly get revenge for that one as they take him down. A lot of bloodshed here in the mid lane, Puppey, but it is going to be a 4-for-2 trade advantage for LGD.
I do like the ending move of RTK. He always likes to do these moves like, I'm going in, boys! Even though everything's like not going that well.
Shit has hit the fan
with his team, you know.
He's like, I know this is chaos, but I just want to get involved somehow, some way. And he'll dive in there, and he puts his egg almost right next to everyone of LGD, so they just look at it and go, oh, okay. And they smack it down and crack it, and, well, it's a bit unfortunate there. And even Luna...
I mean, how funny it is. Another situation happens where the Phoenix could have had level 6 a little bit earlier, maybe. And then all of this would have maybe been a team wipe into the other side.
All these situations of if, ands, and buts if they had just that one bit of extra XP. You know, it's great when you're a spectator and you could just witness the game of Dota where it's just little differences like that could just change the game so dramatically for one team or the other. But I'm sure as a player it could either be amazing or also very defeating when you know that things could have been very different if you yourself maybe didn't get that one extra creep to get that level. And, well...
yeah.
LGD are smoked up. They want to go for mid. Like Lasso, DDC is going to get insta-hex, but they Laguna Lanham. They get DDC down. They want both supports, and they will make it a 2-fer. Killing spree for Sylar, and it's MMY who gets the second kill there. LGD at a
coming in.
advantage. There's RTK again. He's like, there's a fight. I got to be there.
Dire's middle tower
but it's too late for him.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, he's just going to hit him a few times with a couple of spirits, but... it's LGD still getting a pretty big advantage. Sylar's already got his perseverance towards that Lincoln Sphere. I mean, all the meanwhile, Luna does have the top lane to kind of free farm and work with, but LGD are kind of putting up the pressure now and not making it so easy for EHOME. A team that would probably ideally like to go for Roche at a good time. Now they're going to be losing their tier 1 mid. It's not going to be as easy. There's our OTK diving in. He gets telekinesis up. He goes down immediately. No egg for him. And now Inflame tries to snipe down, get a couple of raises, but he could be the one in trouble. MMY with the stolen dive.
Yeah, that was funny.
That's so funny. Look at, he goes down. Now Sylar moves on through. He's dominating as he just takes down Inflame. They get the stun on Lanham. He's going to be able to walk away, it looks like, and well, they just kind of focus and take down some of the extra bits of gold from those wards. All right, okay. Eclipse as ZYF does show up. Is that a stolen Eclipse? Oh, it's a stolen Lucent Beam. But he is able to get a quick snipe and help bring down DDC. And now Luna will be next. This is a disaster for EHOME. They just each start going down one by one. ROTK, who just got back, he's now looking to get involved. Okay. If he went down again, that would have been ridiculous. But that is a huge fight. LGD suddenly up 16 to EHOME's 4.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
This is quite of a disaster. Both teams really want to fight, but one team's lineup is just a little bit earlier to fight with, because like I said, the level 6s need to be waited out from the roster, the Phoenix. You know, pretty much everybody needs level 6 before they want to fight at the side of EHOME, but Rubik can do stuff when he's level 4 or 5. Panda just needs level 6 and he's going to get that fairly early because he's, you know, mid. And Batrider is going to get his levels up because he can farm in the woods. He's not like Phoenix, who stays on the lane, bottom lane, and hopes for the best. So, and the most important factor, of course, is that LGD has one carry, true carry, in this case, Morphling, while EHOME has 2 carries with Luna, Shadow Fiend, agility in this case. Well, not per se agility, but cores that are much usually played as carry. So they have the late game in their side, pretty much, because Vengeful Spirit at some point will completely negate what Batrider wants to do. Not completely, but overall as a late game fight, EHOME are in a better spot, so they didn't really necessarily need to take those fights, but that's how they play, you know. They play in fights. They really like these fights. Not saying Shadow Fiend's a bad fighter, but compared to the Panda or something like that, but still.
Just LGD got online a bit faster, and they came ready to play. And as you pointed out, Rubik, Lina, these heroes, they're ready to go. They don't need to get their level 6. I mean, level 6 just makes them that much better. And because of that early initiative to get that bit of extra farm and XP, and then they quickly bring in a couple of kills, suddenly they're beginning to do this bit of a snowball now. And they're the ones looking to add pressure here on the bottom lane now. Now Lanham is
Sylar is top.
Smoked.
They know that Sylar is not bottom. They might want to initiate with a swap in, but they're not really wanting to do that for some reason. Guess they don't really want to fight anymore, do they?
We'll see. They could still want to fight. It is ROTK after all, as he dances around front. Now they're thinking about making a go onto him. But this is going to be a fickle time here for your Batrider. It's not easy to just blink in and lasso who you want with a Vengeful Spirit over there, who does have level 6. Now he's going to go for it, but they get him on the side, and that's too far and away. They get the Lucent Beam that was snagged from MMY, but he's able to just kind of get away from that lasso. Attempted kidnapping gone wrong, unfortunately, there for LGD. They'll pull back. They didn't have to use the bear split, though, which is nice.
Bear split?
Well, it's not like they overcommitted when they brought the Shadow Fiend in and started dishing out like the Panda split and their Laguna. It was just kind of a bit of an awkward pull to the side, and they kind of had to let him go. But they're still here to fight. There's going to be the Laguna. It's on to ROTK.
Yeah, bottom and they
Sylar suddenly shows up and gets a double kill. Well, he was.
They should have aggressively played there, though, when they saw Sylar top lane. I think there's no passivity. Xiao 8 is in one of the most cockiest positions in the game. You just swap him into the tower and kill him, and you're fighting the fight already 3v5 because you can teleport to Luna inside while Sylar is top lane. Of course, he can teleport bottom, but something will happen and stuff. But still, it's like from the start, it's 3 against 5. I don't like this passivity that comes from EHOME. I think they're a little bit confused on what they should do in this game because they just want to farm up now because everything went wrong what they wanted to do.
Yeah.
But some moves should be done.
Yeah, you don't want to start second guessing yourself when there's an opportunity like that does present itself where they didn't have Sylar by their side, but There's just a bit too much hesitation, maybe just fear for where...
They were smoked up right behind the tower.
Yeah.
Nobody knew that. They were even baiting it, I guess, for the Phoenix or something like that. But it's still like, you have to... I mean, I know it just looks like they're second-guessing themselves. But they should be doing that. They're a good team, and they should just live up to their name and don't feel bad about themselves when something goes wrong. Just keep it up.
Well, hopefully they heed that kind of advice. It looks like it's going to be a joint effort here to quickly try to take down these Ancients. Now, LGD are nearby. Zhao Wei will peep in, sees it happening, pings it out. There's going to be the nuke. Batrider shows up, gets insta-hexed. And there's an immediate return of Eclipse. They take down the Batrider. Laguna will fly and finish out Lanham, but yeah, they gets the ward stolen after he does put them down.
Buyback.
And there's the buyback. And the Y moves in. And he can't even get his own wards down. So he's going to get dropped. DDC, he's going to go down. Sylar gets another kill, making it a wicked 6 streak. Now he's up in arms with Luna. Luna's looking to chase him down, then decides he's step back and away as he could as easily morph up the strength. But it ends up being a 2 for 2 when the dust settles. Though Zhao Wei, he's going to try to get the hell out of here. And they just, oh, that raise doesn't connect. And then maybe steps in, and it's enough to kind of scare them back and away. So it is a 2 for 2. At what started as Batrider trying to get in there and gets insta-shut down.
I mean, I don't know what would have happened if Nana would not have bought back. Maybe they would have went back, but his buyback, I think, was not necessary. Plus, ROTK, I think, held a little bit
Dire's
of
middle
his
tower
position
is under
wrongly, because he did not get a supernova off. If he would have gotten it off, anywhere, to be honest, like if he would have gotten it off, okay, this Zhao Wei just goes quite far.
Nice Yules, set up with the stun, maybe jumps in, but then there's a lot of them. Yao moves in, tries to go off to the low ground, can't get away, so they'll bring down the Batrider. Adaptive, the Supernova was used this time, but not going to be able to do much there to Sylar, who just steps back and away. It's just a one Batrider takedown, as EHOME are persistent in finishing out this Ancient stack. They'll be able to do it.
Well, this is quite good for EHOME anyway, because they are playing together. Before they had these 1-by-1 teleports onto towers or some stuff like that. Now they had a good objective to go on. These Ancients, and they got a fight, and they won most. Pretty much, they won the fight because they got the Ancients. Because mid lane, some fights are going on, nothing realistic. Batrider just spawned up. They want to go for this push middle, I guess. Because every spell of them is up. Maybe with an Invis rune running around. Yeah. Gonna catch up 2 heroes right now.
He is. We got the 2-man clap.
RTK is dead.
RTK. Not hard to finish off without Supernova, and then Luna quickly taken down, and they get the throw up onto Lanham. He comes down, and he's dead. Suddenly, 3 EHOME members are down. Make it maybe 4 now, as they get this kidnap onto DDC, bring him back to the outside world. And, okay, what feels like about 10 seconds, Puppey. Quickly, 4 EHOME members are dead, and LGD.
Yeah, how can you talk about this game? It's just one way or the other.
Are you saying how can you talk about it when it's so one-sided?
It's not necessarily that it's one-sided. I mean, they're not so far. I mean, they are. It is one-sided, but it's not so one-sided. They can still like play the game from behind from now on and still play it out. But it's still like things that are happening way too fast. Everybody's just going middle constantly. You know? It's nowhere. Nothing's going on besides we're going middle. LGD likes to go middle. EHOME likes to go middle, and then we end up with the new BVG syndrome.
Yeah, they're trying to make some sort of death ball happen, and there's certainly a lot of death here. And maybe just LGD really looking to take advantage of this huge level and power advantage while they got it. Now even a DD rune going to be picked up here from Maybe, who has a BKB now. So BKB Blink. Not going utility quite yet, not straight for your Vlads or anything like that. But they're getting a lot of farm. Sylar has got his Ghost Scepter. He has nearly 3k. I mean, his Blade is going to be complete very soon. And then these little supports, your little Rasta, even ROTK and DDC, they're going to get hit pretty damn hard from your shotgun here. And now with that tower coming down, he's pretty much got the Eagle song. This is LGD looking pretty impressive here for game one. I mean, you called it at the draft. We were expecting LGD to be pretty aggressive early on and take advantage of their lineup, and that seems to be what we're seeing here, Puppey. And now they're going to move into the Roche.
Yeah, there's no contesting this. I mean, either they want to contest this and have no vision over that area, but I don't think they want to.
Yeah, they are in the dark. Like very much in the dark. And they do have the high ground wards, so they would see if anyone comes by, but it should be a pretty easy Roche takedown. And it's going to be gifted to Sylar. And now their net worth advantage quickly skyrockets up. It's a 12k net worth advantage. XP is about the same. And I think they're just going to keep the pressure up all they can. Maybe not allow this Luna to feel comfortable anywhere if she's trying to get on the recovery path to bring this game back for her team. She does have a Manta style, but that's pretty much it. And she's not even at 1200 life. She's pretty frail, I'd have to say. And well, one easy setup from anyone. You got your Laguna burst coming out, Batrider quick snag. It's not going to be easy for her to get away.
Yeah, she, as you can see, she got a little bit disrupted with her farm, and this is what she ends up with. Just a Manta, and at minute 25, where you expect like Terrorblades to have Scotty Manta styles and stuff or something like that, you know, old style types carries. A Juggernaut or a Troll would already have a lot of items without any problems, either die or not. But these carries, they don't ship in that much these days.
They don't.
Wow, Yao, why did you give up?
I thought maybe she might have gotten away, but sure enough, ZYF is still there, waiting patiently in hopes that, I mean, if you look from her view, she's in the complete dark, so she has no idea where the hell anyone is. She'll be waiting there for quite a while. If she comes out now, Sylar is going to see her. So this is just...
Alright, time to creep skip. Let's go.
Yeah, right? Just look to come in from behind and hope to God they're not there. She is going to see a couple of them show up in the mid lane, so she might pop out now. But there's still Sylar there, and she sees that. This is just her waiting. This is important farm time that she needs, and she's stuck waiting in a closet.
It's going to be creep skip time sooner or later. Yeah, there we go. Oh no.
Nope. She's like, let's flank Sylar. We'll get him from behind.
This is some YOLO moves right there.
Alright. There's a replicate out, though.
Bring the pain, Sylar.
Oh, he just dives on forward, gets the shot at EDC, and says, see you later. And heads back up towards the top. So, alright. Not as thrilling and YOLO as we were hoping for, but more Sylar just kind of diving in and heading off elsewhere. And ZYF going right back to farm. And... I mean, if she is able to put together some farm and really make it work, is it like a BKB has got to be one of the next things for her to grab, or is it just kind of put together some more damage and hopes for a good high ground defense? Well, I mean, she grabs the Ogre Club, so I guess that really answers the question.
BKB, no matter what.
Yeah.
Luna is a very obvious BKB hero. Well, mostly like after Helm of Dominator and Yasha, you can go it by far last. Items like Yasha and Dominator. If you go something else right after that, then you are like playing some behind game somewhere, I don't know what, or really in the front, or you have an Omni Knight and stuff. I don't really know what the case would be, but you should always get BKB on Luna. It's like one of the best items on her.
Well, she's trying to get it right now. One component towards it, but there's already pressure at their mid lane high ground here, and there's going to be the snag, the swap. He's going to get the save, regardless of Lincoln's that's been put on him. But now they get the lift back. They put a little pressure on the replicant. Laguna on the ROTK, who's going to get the mech off, but that doesn't matter. They just quickly wipe the floor with them. Godlike now for Sylar. And Lanham's going to be buying back again. They get the grab on the Sylar here, and he will go down. That's just the Aegis life, however. Well, they time out a stun with the Centaur, but it's just not going to be enough to stop him from just kind of walking on out. So ROTK is the one that's down for now. We'll see if LGD just kind of continue to pressure here, though.
Yeah, they will. The Urn is going to heal up some heroes. Bottle will be used on Yao maybe once more. Okay, I guess.
No, you're
wrong.
Here we
go, Panda wants to jump in.
Here they go. Creeping on in. Maybe he's going to jump, get the clap on the Inflame, and tries to keep him back. There's going to be the Eclipse on the return here. Not really doing significant damage quite yet, as Zhao is just going to simply Yules himself up away from it. And now Yao going to get brought down. Okay, a 1-for-1 trade. MMY shoots on forward, and they're able to get the bring down of ROTK. And yeah, Gem goes down as well.
Stolen loose. Lives. He stole 2 ultimates right now, MMY.
He's a player. I don't know what to tell you. He has yet to even use the Eclipse.
Rubik players, you know?
They're good. Yeah, last series, Kaka did a ridiculous Rubik game as well, and we're seeing it demonstrated here from MMY, and now their tier 3 is going to be going down. We could see EHOME raise the white flag here momentarily. A very dominant game 1 here from LGD, as now they're going to be going for the racks.
Yeah, this was a fairly quick game, and I think everything that LGD did could have been evaded, because, I mean, unluckily, EHOME, not saying unluckily, I think they tried to do the same move as LGD did, but earlier, and it failed. Because that's what we saw in this game. They tried to do it earlier, but they couldn't get the kill, so they did like nothing right after that, and just out for the point to let's just farm up. I guess, you know, our mission failed, and they didn't have a plan right after that, even though they should have already understood that they have a Luna in the team. This is not about AFK farming, it's about pushing.
Yeah, because you got someone on the other team named Sylar on a Morphling who's matched up with that Luna or even further ahead. Happy to take the game just as long. And yeah, well, unfortunately when things faltered and they didn't have those level 6s as early as they hoped, it seemed to be on almost a tilting path ever since then. I mean, just, you can see it based on the net worth graph. That's been pretty much LGD's game right from that 8 to 10 minute mark. And now they're up way past about 20k of a net worth advantage. Almost the same for XP here. Just a matter of LGD being able to take down maybe one big fight. Uh-oh. ROTK flies right by Bat. Bat says, hey, I got you. I'll bring it down to earth. And he just gets shot. That is hunting season to the T right there, Puppey. Just shoots the bird out from the sky, takes him down. And now LGD feel a lot more comfortable about pushing the next lane, which looks to be the bottom. Oh, Zhao Wei try to get a Yules right there on the Inflame, but not going to get close enough. But they are split pushing. They're going for the top tier 2, but it's a tier 2 for potentially their bottom base side.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Anything is good right now.
Yeah.
If the Luna keeps on going, I would say that that's also an okay play right now, because the BKB on Shadowfiend is on cooldown for 20 seconds. They don't really want to fight, and they can't really. Level 16 Panda. Try to stop their teleports and get that Rex somehow top lane. I don't know, something like that.
Does have level 2 wards and does drop them.
Go ROTK.
Alright, ROTK trying to go in, maybe cancel TP. No, he just flies in and out. And they will be able to shift back. And suddenly MMY shows up. He steals wards. And they get the kill onto Lanham. Another ultimate for MMY, sure enough. And they're not able to bring down that tier 3. Just get it to about half. And what was the damage done up here? They got the 1 racks, the melee racks in the tier 3, and they're getting the pull onto DDC. They take him down. ROTK does have Supernova, but yeah, he goes down so quick he can't even hit that R button fast enough. And that's it, Puppey. We're done. GG. EHOME go down game 1. And I don't know what that means.
ROTK got a death ball, and he's like, nah, man, I know how this thing ends, you know. I'm GGing out right there.
Well, I don't know what any of that means. I don't know if it's your shit talk or just what, but it was pretty significant performance there from LGD. And well, Sylar 16-0 on the Morphling, and props to MMY. He gets a lot of big steals in that game. And that's it, Puppey. I mean, do you think it was just the execution? You know, you said that EHOME did have a chance in this game against the LGD lineup, which you felt had the better draft, but they weren't able to get it there. So is it just more credit to LGD kind of doing their thing and getting the job done with their draft, or EHOME just maybe faltered too much once they couldn't get the level 6s on that good timing?
I think EHOME did not come with a very good opening with their minds, I think, even into this game. They had like some idea. They played very plainly. They just did some pullings with their supports, then they got some levels up, then they smoked up into the woods, and I don't think they had a plan after that besides stacking Ancients. Because they could have played a little bit more different. They could have teamed up with 5 heroes and go bottom lane and start, you know, pushing the tower. Who cares if the whole team goes there? You'll have a fight at least, and the more you fight, the more items you get, and they have the superior late game, so they can always keep fighting, then go for the stacks, farm the stacks, and they will be in a better position, because in LGD's team, they have nobody to kill like a huge H stack. So I mean, realistically, and the Roshan will fall really fast if the levels go up from EHOME's teams. So they definitely had to play a Luna game, you know? They had to play Luna. They did not really.
Yeah, play Luna the way she was meant to be played, but it was just not too easy in this. So we'll see if they're able to kind of get what they want out of game number 2, but it is going to be match point for LGD. Loser not going to be out of Summit 3. They will be bumped down to face Hyper Glory team, who just upset IG, but the winner gets to move on forward and get that winner bracket advantage in the final series for that one spot at the Summit 3 LAN. So that match is going to be coming up. We got game 2 here in just a few moments. I'm KotLGuy, that's Puppey. We're beyond the summit here, and sit tight as we have more Dota action coming right up.